Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, let's talk about some upcoming quarter 2 incentives. What I predict here in terms of what Tesla incentives I feel like will be coming out later this month or even next month or the next quarter. We talked yesterday about all of the massive lists of incentives that are currently out there. So if you need a refresher, we'll go through that really quickly so you can see what's out there and so that you have all the different knowledge on all the new incentives. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you want to sign up for our free email newsletter, you could do that down below in the description. Today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can, well, actually, it's missing it. Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, and much more, but more on that later. So let's jump into it. Here, yesterday, we talked about all of the massive lists of incentives that are out there. And in case you're wondering, here is all of them as posted on the screen. The biggest ones, of course, is the Model Y 1.99% financing offer, which you must place your order and do a credit application by June 16th. You can take delivery later on, maybe even like a couple weeks, or I mean, they're going to want you to take delivery by the end of June. That's just how it is, because at the end of June, the definition here is that that is the end of the quarter. And so Tesla is putting a soft date on it on June 16th, because I really feel like they're going to do some switch pivots after June 16th that everybody that has locked in will not be able to take advantage of. And I think those pivots are going to be inventory discounted vehicles. Right now, Model Y inventory discounts, there are pretty, they're very thin actually, like a $500, $1,000, but they have high mileage with demo vehicles. I personally feel like they're going to turn this up a notch, because you have to think about it. There's two different types of buyers here. I mean, technically there's three, but let's put leasing customers aside here. There's financing customers and there's cash customers. Right now, there could be a couple of people out there, or people in the I buy my cars in cash group, that don't really care about the 1.99. I mean, maybe they'll care about 0%, or like the low interest rate type of promotion. They'd rather have a big fat discount up front because they'll feel better with that purchase. And so I think Tesla will flip the switch here there, and they'll switch it to like the 4 to 5, maybe not 4 to 5, but 2 to 3, maybe $3,000 to $4,000 discounts after that. I think that might be the next step after, with the Tesla discounts and everything after June 16th. So if you're someone that is looking at Model Y specifically, that could be what could be coming up in the near future. We've seen similar strategies like this, timelines with Model 3s. SX is kind of already pretty high. Cybertruck is already 0%, so really not going to see anything there. But in case you are curious about all the other different incentives that are out there, here's a full list of incentives that stack with pretty much everything else. We got 3 months of full self-driving if you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. You have to click it open first, then head on over to Tesla, find your vehicle, and place a deposit. And that gives you 3 months of full self-driving onto your Tesla vehicle. We've got full self-driving transfer, all models. So if you currently have a Tesla and you're looking to get into another one, or Tesla that's full self-driving looking to get into another new one, that is currently available. And we have no end date on that one, so it's kind of loose at this moment. We got Everyday Heroes program, $1,000 with ID Me. This one plus the Lyft driver program seems like is very easily accessible as long as you use the same email address. You can't stack both of these together, but if you verify and use a same email address with your Tesla account, you should be able to get this $1,000 to $2,000 off. But the Lyft one is kind of, you have to read the fine print, because $1,000 is like a Tesla credit, so it's not actually $1,000 off. And then of course the list goes on and on. I think we've talked a lot about all these different incentives that are out there with like Model 3, Model Y, Cybertruck, and Model S and Model X. I mean, the biggest thing here is, Cybertruck has 0% if you get full self-driving, which I feel like is the only way to get it. Model 3 has fantastic deals, but if you're getting a rear-wheel drive, it has the most in demand. That's the most in demand model, like at least a 1 to 3 wait week. And then Model S and Model X, big thing there is I would say do not buy at this moment, because there is a refresh that we don't know when it's coming, but we know it's around the corner at this point. But certainly very interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. If you're buying a brand new Tesla right now, and if you're looking to get half off of full self-driving, we have a way to get you half off of full self-driving. So definitely send me a DM in the socials like Instagram or even my email address, and we'll add you to the wait list if you are interested. On top of that, we do keep track of all the best deals that are out there for Model 3s and Model Ys on our deal spreadsheet down below in the description. So definitely check it out if you're interested. And in terms of like what I think in terms of predictions of incentives, I also think maybe there could be a 7-seater release later this month, a Model S, Model X refresh release. I had Model Y Performance on this list, but I think at this moment, I don't think it's going to be coming out. And in terms of like an affordable Tesla, I don't really think it's going to be this month as well. But I don't really envision any sort of like, I know a lot of you out there comment like you want 0% on Model Y. You're not buying until you get 0% on Model Y, or even like the Model Y rear wheel drive. You're not going to buy until you get a incentive offer on that. And that's the other thing. Maybe we do get a Model Y rear wheel drive incentive flipped on. Actually, I don't know. Maybe if anything, maybe Tesla extends the Model Y offer of 1.99 through the end of June, and then they add on rear-wheel drive as well. I mean, that could be a big one, and I certainly feel like that's realistic as well because Tesla, they do like putting these end dates, but I also have seen in the past where they've extended it for the end of the month, end of the quarter as well. So it really kind of just depends on where they are at this moment with how many deliveries, how many orders, and everything they have by the end of the month. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up, my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too. Thanks for that, everyone. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. Extract, great to see you. Falcor, thanks for coming in. Ivan, great to see you as well. Extract, Dennis, what is your prediction for the price of the new cheaper Model Y that's coming, and is it worth to trade a legacy Model Y? I'm more in the camp of I'll see it when I believe it. We've been hearing this affordable, cheaper Model Y and like spy shots of it. I mean, the one thing is, we have more concrete evidence of a Model Y Performance and of course Model S and Model X. So I'm more excited about those. This like affordable vehicle that may or may not come out. I think I'm going to hold my predictions because I don't necessarily believe it, but who knows at this point. But it's funny. We're weeks away from the end of Q2, which in one of the earnings calls or company updates that Tesla had, they did say more affordable models by the release of the middle of the year. And so I guess the Cybertruck rear-wheel drive, that's technically more affordable. And so maybe we'll see more. Maybe the Model S, Model X may be more affordable. And that's why there's not as much of a refresh. I guess we'll talk about this in the next few talk bits. Falcor, you think we'll see another APR incentive during Q3 on the new Model Y? Yes. Ivan, are all the Foundation series gone? No. Cybertruck, not at all. There's tons of Cyber Beasts. Kent, are you expecting Tesla to discount their used further? Used Model Y seem to drop $400 to $700 a night until sold. Yes, Kent, that great observation. That is exactly how the used side works. They just keep dropping it every few days. Kind of the same on the new side as well. Like we see these inventory discounted versions. They're sitting currently, but if they don't sell, they will keep getting a better and better and better discount. Maybe it's not as aggressive as every single day, but maybe it's weekly. And on top of that, we also have seen at times where Tesla reps inside the stores will be able to add not necessarily a bigger discount, but they might be able to add like waiving certain options. I haven't heard of anything with that currently. That's called like an option credit waive. But if anybody's out there has gotten a deal like that, like someone sent me a DM saying that they got $500 added discount on their vehicle because they had Tesla Solar. I haven't seen any evidence of that, but once I get evidence, I'll definitely try and report back on any extra incentives, discounts, and everything that is out there. In this next topic, leaked. Now we've got more new pictures, videos of the 2026 Rivian R1T, and it seems like it's got one big, massive feature. It's got the Tesla NACS North American Charging Standard port on it. So everybody out there that has made excuses of not getting a Rivian because of the charging network or anything like that, now really you have one less excuse because it's got the port to plug in a Tesla supercharger into the Rivian vehicle. It seems like Marquez Brownlee accidentally leaked the 2026 R1T quad. It was a launch screen, 22-inch rims, and a new NACS port. It seems like he must have accidentally posted the video and then took it down. But really cool. I mean, Rivian, great brand in terms of the vibe of it. I like the colors. I like the quality of everything. So cool to see them releasing a newer vehicle with the new features reports. But it seems like all these manufacturers are kind of following the same MO a little bit. I mean, we'll have to wait until the actual review gets released and everything, but slight changes, small changes. And of course, this review hopefully will be coming out in the near future. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. In this next topic, we've got another leak of the Model S, this time posted on Tesla.com. And this does confirm some of the lackluster features that are coming to the Model S. It seems like Tesla Newswire spotted this on the official Tesla Mexico or Mexican website as they posted here. We've got this interior shot. We can easily tell that this is a either Model S or Model X interior because of the horizontal screen. We've got the dash behind the steering wheel, the circle steering wheel that it comes with, and you can clearly see the ambient lighting all around in the interior. We can see, and they also put metal insert below the phone charger, but that was already always there on the older Model S's and Model X as well. So Dominique is saying, the Model S refresh, as predicted, might only have bumper cam, ambient lighting, and new wheel design, which, I mean, at this point, maybe that will be the case. And of course, no new wheels as well and new color on top of that. I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and hold our judgment because the plaid seems to be more exciting as it always is because they're doing the track testing. But, leave it to Tesla, just like how they didn't release the Model 3 Performance and the Model Y Performance immediately. It could be the case where they don't release the Model S plaid refresh immediately as well. Hopefully it isn't, but I mean, we'll have to just wait and see at this point. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Are you excited about the new Model S and the Model X or even the Model Y Performance as they start to come out in the near future? Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Kyler boy, thanks for coming in. Welcome, welcome. It looks like an obese Model 3. I mean, that's what the Model S always is. Y Performance, I'm excited. Yeah, me too, actually. But hopefully it isn't as vanilla as the spy shots. And they add some sort of performance bits on the exterior, so it just doesn't look like another Model Y. I'm really hoping that it doesn't. That's not the case. Javier, do you think Tesla will do 0% or 0.99 interest on the Model Y later this year? Think about getting a rear-wheel drive before the federal tax credit ends. 99.99% yes, in terms of I think they will definitely do either 1.99% again, but it also kind of really depends. I mean, this one big, beautiful bill that is in the Senate and then goes to Trump after that, if it gets passed, if it actually gets passed, there will be a natural rush on electric vehicles, Tesla vehicles, because the 7,500 tax credit is ending. And so that's kind of a demand lever, I guess, to try and fight off here. And so if that happens, people will just want to buy or naturally want to buy Teslas. And so Tesla might not need to incentivize. So, that's why I'm kind of reserving and saying maybe it won't be as low as 0%. Maybe it will be closer to 1.9. It really depends on, here's what it depends on. It depends on inventory count. So if Tesla vehicles, like right now, there's two vehicles that have the 0% financing, the most aggressive financing that Tesla offers. That's Cybertruck, which you can see here, the brown blood red line is the Cybertruck. And then we got the pink line, which Model 3, but Model 3 has been out for a little bit. They have no issues with production and delivery, except for the rear wheel drive, the cheaper one. And then Model Y is starting to creep up in inventory as well. It's this mustard yellow line as well. Yes, I agree, worried about that. And so that's kind of the only thing that's kind of against it in terms of seeing a better incentive. But at the end of the day, Tesla wants to sell vehicles, so maybe they want to crank it up. And even though there's natural demand of the tax credit disappearing, they'll still want to pump it all out and everything. So we'll really need to see at this point. At this In this next topic, so you just bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, and you might have read about all these different delivery checklists, paint issues, and what to check when you go to your Tesla appointment to see, is it in the best quality or not? And you don't want to be in a situation like this. Here's a photo that was reposted by Justin350 in Out of Spec Detail. You can clearly see that the trunk is a slightly a different color than the sides of it. And of course, yes, this could be lighting, this could be whatever different thing. And so you do want to take a look at it. But I've always kind of said two things, like, all Teslas have build quality issues. So going in with a low expectation, I hate to say that, is something that you kind of have to set the bar. But really, actually, I've been impressed with like the new Model 3s and Model Ys because they've really stepped up for the game. I mean, but that's coming from me, someone who has been in the Tesla space, buying Tesla cars since 2019, when they, were still going through some things. But there are checklists and there are things. So I want to give you this resource on TesBro's website, and also you can get a checklist. I mean, there's tons out there. You can just Google search, but they give you a checklist of all of the different things that you can make sure you have with everything. I guess I'll just post it right here in the live stream chat, or you can check it out TesBro's website down below in the description. But the one thing is, for me, I'll give you the two things that I check for. The biggest thing is, does it come with the J1772 charging adapter? That is pretty crucial. So I always look for that first. The second thing, of course, carpet floor mats. That's pretty crucial as well. I mean, sometimes it doesn't come with it, like they forgot, but yes, you want to make sure you got all your different accessories looped up and everything and ready to go. The second thing though third thing is paint quality. You do want to visually check for anything around for damages, and more specifically rust. Like there was one Tesla vehicle I picked up and it had some like weird rust thingy. I mean, they'll fix it. At the end of the day, they'll try and do their best. And one time I had like bubbling on the paint and they took apart the whole bumper and replaced it with a brand new bumper and repainted everything. But that did take, that takes time, effort, and energy at the service center afterwards. So you do have to kind of set into that expectation of, if you do find some of these things, it's unfortunate. I get that. But there is a process that you have to follow, and not everyone has a different one, but there is a process. Like you must report any sort of issues within like 100 miles or like a week or so, and just basically create a service ticket, and so that Tesla service can fix it for you and everything. But hopefully that clears somewhat of it up. I mean, certainly there is tons of delivery videos out there, tons of delivery checklists that you can find. And so certainly, but the biggest thing for me is J1772 adapter, floor mats, of course, and if there's any rust to or bubbling of the paint at any of the endpoints between like bumper to fender, fender to bumper, and vice versa. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But one thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this, and that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners, and I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there: 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones, and by far these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic. And on top of that, 3W All Weather Floor Mats just released their Juniper Model Y set. And so you can check it out, link down below in the description. Use promo code Dennis35 for any of their floor mats to get 35% off, which is much higher than their advertised coupon code right here on the website. And so thank you to everybody that's used our promo codes and all the links down below in the description and everything. What else we got? In this next topic, we've got a new picture of OEM performance wheels on a brand new Model Y Juniper. Just want to show you guys this really quickly because we've not seen a real set of someone actually mounting these on the Model Y, and I gotta say, it actually looks pretty good. I love the look of these wheels. I actually really like the looks of the Uber turbines as well. But the unfortunate thing with the OEM performance wheels for the Model Y, the previous legacy Model Y, is that this is a staggered fitment, and so you cannot rotate them. So you know us, we want longevity, sustainability, and everything. And so having a set of square fitted wheels so that you can rotate is pretty important in my experience here. And so certainly this was posted to Reddit if you want to take a look at it, but really cool to see the different vehicle rims that are out there, or wheels that are people putting on their Tesla vehicles. And separately, if you just bought a Model Y Juniper and you got a set of OEM wheels that you want to trade in, Unplugged Performance actually has a trade-in program where you can trade in your OEM wheels, get a $1,000 credit with purchase of their set of their Unplugged Performance wheels. We have the UP05s, which I really like. It's got a good look on them, that titanium look on our red Model Y as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. So congrats on buying your Tesla, or you're about to just buy your Tesla. But now here's the second most exciting part. That's accessories. And there's a ton of accessories out there, probably even way too much, and I try and bucket it into the top 3 accessories that you can get, and that's going to be phone mounts, all-weather floor mounts, and center consoles. A good set of all-weather floor mounts is probably my #1 recommendation, and I've got a bunch of links and discount codes to all the accessories that I recommend down below in the description and on our best deal spreadsheet on page 2. Check out this one from Jawa that we use on all of our Teslas, linked down below, or their center console, which I also use on all of our Teslas as well. A must-have because Tesla doesn't come with a center console. But my #1 accessory I recommend is going to be all-weather floor mats, and I bucket it from 3 different options: good, better, and best. The good ones are going to be the ones that you find on Amazon. Better is going to be the ones from like Tasmanian. But my favorite, all-time favorite that we have on our Model X and Model 3 Performance currently is going to be a set of all-weather floor mats by 3W Liners. If you use our promo code down below in the description, you'll find that the price of these floor mats are pretty in line with some of the other ones at a much higher quality material. So thank you to everybody that's used our links to support the channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Mr. T, I leased a Model 3 while waiting for an R2 reservation. I test drove an R1S this weekend. It's a total piece of S compared to the 3 quality, a new X 2 years. It's funny you say that, Mr. T, because, the Rivian R1S and the R1T, I'm kind of in the same boat that you are. Like, I want to like the brand. It's a cool brand in terms of colors, build quality, materials. But yeah, just driving it, I don't know, just did not sit well with me. I just didn't like the driving dynamics of it. And maybe what it is that, that type of vehicle with that, I'm guessing, body on frame type of feel, it's more rugged and bumpier. And, at this point in my vehicle ownership, I just like comfortability. I prioritize comfortability over like off-roading because like how often am I going to the mountains and things like that? But I mean, I get it. For the people that want to do that, 100% more power to them. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.